shocking boiler installation. My name's Alan Hart, and today I'm going to show you a really bad boiler installation. I can't imagine that this was ever done by a tradesperson because it's got some really bad faults on it. It's got undersized gas, but that's not even worst of it. But what we'll do, we'll click in and we'll have a look at that, or we'll go and have a look at that. And then what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to show you one of my old installs. So it's an install from 8 years ago. Let's go and have a look. So I've been called out to a Biasi combi boiler. Customer's been having problems with this, not been working. But if we have a look at this, just see how it's installed. The flue's not even sealed. It's had an attempt at putting some silicone in there, but you can see straight through and you can see outside. This is a Biasi combi boiler. Underneath it's piped up with speed fit into the boiler. When we look at the gas, it should be a 22 millimeter pipe, but it then goes to 15. But then as we look under the floor, I've never ever seen anything like this before, and I've done this job for 30 years. But this pipe here, this is 15 millimeter here, and as it goes round, it's a bit really awkward to show you this, but as it goes round here, it goes to 12 millimeter gas there. But what they've done as well is they've put the 12 millimeter inside the 15, and then they've soldered it. And if you can have a look, you can see some lines on there. So they've started to cut the pipe with cutters, and it's not gone through. So that could just easily just snap. I mean, that is, it's almost as bad as it can get with gas, to be honest. I've never seen not like this before. I've got some more to show you on this install yet. I'm also going to show you, I'm going to put a new boiler in here, so I'll show you the new boiler that we install as well. If you see any issue, if you have problems and you see bad installs, please add some comments below in this box below here, and also comment on what you see in this video as well. Let's go and have a look at some more of it. It's absolutely shocking. If we have a look inside now, I've removed the front cover, but if we look inside, we can see there's all stains round the flue, so that we know there's an issue. So what I'll do now, I'll remove the flue and we'll just check the flue. You can see there it's all stained, so we know there's an issue. And then when we take the flue off, we can see that the flue has never been installed correctly from when it's been installed. And now I've removed the boiler, we can see it's not even been bricked up behind the boiler as well. So there's just a big hole. So as you can see there, they've had the cavity wall insulation done, and it's just a mess. There's more to show you on this job. I've also got another job that I want to show you as well that looks like it's been done DIY. And what I want to ask you is, please, if you're not a gas engineer, do not DIY with gas. If you're watching this video and your husband or your wife these days wants to do some DIY and do work on gas, please tell them to get a gas safe registered engineer, because things like this could kill people. So yeah, let's have a look some more of this job. So if we have a look under the floor here, I've updated the gas. This one is the old 12 millimeter gas, and then this one is 22 millimeter, and that goes all the way through now towards the new boiler. If we have a look at the old gas pipe, you see there, so that's an incorrect fitting. So you shouldn't put pipe inside a pipe and then solder it, and then obviously that's where they've tried to cut it with cutters. And this is the correct fitting. So if you were gonna use that pipe, that's what you would do. You'd use that correct fitting. See there, I took air brick out outside so I could get new gas pipes in, otherwise I'd have to take the laminate floor up. But we're just putting a new 22mm gas pipe in this for this boiler. I'm going to install the new boiler in here now, but if we see there's not a lot of clearance. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a false wall in and just make it as strong as possible. You see I put some braces across just so that it doesn't vibrate when the boiler's on. Board that out, and then I'm going to put the boiler forward facing on this, so it's all been painted as well. And then the new boiler is then going to go on this. So what we've done there so far is, obviously the Biasi boiler was the installation of that was appalling, to be honest. The gas on that is undersized, as I've said, and it's in 12mm pipe for about 7 meters. I've never seen that before, ever. I cannot imagine that the boiler would even have worked correctly. I wouldn't have thought that they would have got the gas pressures. Also, obviously the pipe being partially cut, the flue leaking, the hole behind the flue as well. What we'll do now, we'll go over to, I'm going to show you, we'll come back to this job, and I'll show you the boiler that I've installed, that I'm putting on there. But what I'll do now, if you have a look at this here, this is a job, I've just been to quote this, and this is a job, I don't know who's installed this, but it does to me look like it's another DIY style job. Please add some comments below and let me know what you think. Do you think it could be DIY? I mean, to be fair, the boiler's lasted. It's still working, but there's no blow off on it. It's piped up in speed fit. What I've done on this, I've quoted to install a new main boiler on this, main eco. That comes with a 5-year parts and labour warranty. That's actually the same or very, very similar boiler to a Baxi 600 or a Baxi 800. It just comes with a different warranty and it's just badged differently. So it's a good value boiler for somebody. So I've quoted for that on this job. So yeah, as you can see there, it's not the best install. What we'll do now, we'll go back to the other job, and I'll show you what I've done. So we're just putting new boiler onto the wall here, but what I've done is I've put the flue in and the seal on outside just to get it in right place, and then I don't need to cut the flue down, and also don't need a flue extension. And then what I've got here, I'm just leveling the bracket up on the wall, and then as we can see, we've got the boiler on the wall now, and we've got 32mm condensate pipe going through that as well, all the way to the boiler. And outside we're using the Condensate Pro as well, so it doesn't freeze up. So that's the Baxi Platinum installation. It's got a filter on there. I've used the Condensate Pro, so a few people will have seen that I've been trying to promote the Condensate Pro, if you like, really. I want to try and raise the standards in the industry if possible. So anybody who's watching this that is a gas engineer, you know, go and have a look at it, see what you think to it. Please add some comments below, tell me what you think of it. What I'll do now, I'll show you a job that I did about 8 years ago, and again it's a Baxi Platinum, and the Baxi Platinum comes with a 10-year parts and labour warranty. So I've been servicing this boiler for the last 8 years since it was installed, so I'll show you that as well. Yeah, let's go and have a look. So as I say, this is the Baxi Platinum, and this has been installed now for 8 years. I have installed other brands as well in between, and the Platinums just last. They're just go on forever, to be honest. This is the flue. So the story behind this, I used to tape all my flues, and years ago when we used to do open vent boilers, we used to tape the twin wall flues, and it was just something that I just got used to doing. Obviously I don't do it anymore, but I used to do it all them years ago. Also, we've got screws in there for flue hood. So that's an old Baxi Platinum that I installed 8 years ago. Obviously I wouldn't tape the flues now. It would just, I suppose, belt and braces years and years ago, just because I was used to taping flues, because all the open flued boilers we used to install, we used to tape the flues. So I used to tape the flues, so there's no wrong with it, it's all safe, but obviously there's no need to do that, but that's just what we did. But yeah, so it's Baxi Platinum, still going strong after all them years, 8 years, and it's like brand new inside, to be honest. That's why I like the Baxi Platinum boilers. If you install a different make or a different brand of boiler and you think they're amazing, then, you know, give me a shout. If you want me to come meet up with you, we can do a video together and show me what boilers you install. And, you know, this YouTube channel is not about just promoting one brand of boiler. It's not about promoting Baxi or Wiesmann or any boiler really. It's about trying, if possible, to help people raise the standards. And all boilers, every single boiler on the market, if you install them correctly, if you flush the systems, if you fit shock arresters and do whatever the manufacturers ask you to do, every single boiler on the market will last longer than boilers that are not installed correctly. So yeah, as I say, there's lots and lots of good boilers on market, and I'd be happy to fit or install most boilers. The reason you sort of like, you get stuck in your ways and you install it, just because you get used to what you're installing. As I say, for me, the best boiler for me over the last 10 years has been the Baxi Platinum. But if I'd have installed Worcesters for the last 10 years, then if I'd have installed them all correctly, put shock arresters on, then they would have probably lasted well as well. Also, if I'd have installed Valent or Intergas or any other boiler, as I say, if you install them correctly, there's a good chance they're going to last a long time. And if you care as well, and also if you do servicing, so obviously you have to service them as well, and that's down to customer, if the customer gets some service with you. I'm babbling on now, really babbling on. If you've got any questions, please ask in the comments below. And as I say, if anybody, any manufacturer or anything wants to do any videos showcasing their products and all like that, really, anything that we can do to raise the standards in the industry and help other gas engineers or new people into the industry, because there's lots of new recruits, apprentices, and people that go on these short courses, and I don't believe that they don't get enough support really in the industry. So if there's anything we can do between us, you know, Fernox, Sentinel, AD, Intergas, Valent, Worcester, anybody really, all that we can do to help raise the standards, it can only be a good thing. Yeah, all right. So that's my Baxi Platinum install. The one the one that I've just shown you, the Vicera, the customer's just phoned me and they want to go ahead and they want me to fit a main boiler in that one. So when I do that, if I get chance, I'll try and do a video on that as well. So if you want me to do a video on that main that I'm going to install with on that Vicera, let me know, add some comments below and tell me what you would like in that video. And if you want me to show you how to brick up or flush the system or whatever, really. I mean, I think I've covered most things now, but yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.